You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Bold and the Beautiful fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and here's what we're wondering about Bold and the Beautiful. Is Taylor going to weaponize Hope to use her against Brooke Logan? Everything is changing very rapidly right now, and this news about Hope Logan losing her husband but gaining a hot boyfriend is going to spread around Forrester Creations like a bonfire out of control. You cannot keep a secret at FC. Every single employee there knew that Eric Forrester had erectile dysfunction. So you know that Hope's divorce and hooking up with her lead designer is definitely going to make the gossip rounds at the fashion house. And when word reaches Taylor Hayes that Thomas and Hope are a couple or something, will she use this to take aim at Brooke and take her down? There is a way that she could do that, and I think she might be planning it. We're going to dig into step by step how Taylor can use this new relationship to ruin Brooke's newly rekindled relationship with Ridge. But if you haven't already, please take a moment, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and Beautiful spoilers, news, and more. All right, digging in. So things are going to start moving pretty fast on B&B once Brooke walks in on Hope Logan undressed and in bed with Thomas Forrester, who's undressed, and they are obviously post-coital. This is Brooke Logan's worst nightmare come to life, and worst of all, she didn't just hear about it, she's going to see it with her own eyes. She may run out of the room, run into Thomas's laundry room, try and bleach, hot water, scrub her eyes out so she can forget what she saw them doing. She is going to shriek, "Hope!" It's hilarious. It's in the new promo. If you haven't seen it, go to our Bold and Beautiful playlist, and it's one of the most recent videos because she is gobsmacked. Then again, Brooke should not be walking into this man's bedroom. It is not Brooke's bedroom. It is Thomas's bedroom, and there is no way in heck that Brooke belongs there. But I think with the writers on strike, whatever randos they have in the writer room, like, we'll just have Brooke walk in, and somebody else says, "Sounds good," and that's what we've got. So it doesn't make sense, but it's what we've got. So Brooke is going to rage at Thomas, and she's going to order Hope to cut him out of her life, go back to work it out with Liam. It's just going to be ultimatum, anger, rage, never getting to that stage of acceptance, And Taylor Hayes, though, is going to take a very different approach and have a very different attitude about this Thomas and Hope romance. While Steffy is extremely concerned that Hope's crush on Thomas could mess up his life and erode all the progress he's made over the past year, because of that, Steffy may also encourage Hope to go back to Liam. But that's also kind of selfish on Steffy's part. Not only does she not want Thomas to backslide, but Steffy doesn't want Liam at her house messing up her marriage. So she would just rather that Hope have to deal with him, not her. And Taylor may be one of the few champions that this new couple has. However, she could be doing it for her own selfish reasons. So you may recall in one of their most recent confrontations, one of the big breaking points as they were each accusing the other of being the one that broke the pact, Taylor accused Brooke of breaking the pact because she was harboring secret hatred for Thomas while paying lip service to forgiving him. Taylor and Ridge really both thought that Brooke forgave Thomas when he asked sincerely for her forgiveness over that CPS call situation. He has demonstrated many long months of good behavior, good parenting, good co-parenting, very positive results from these serious in-depth psychotherapy sessions with a licensed professional who is not his mommy. And yet none of that matters to Brooke, and she hates him as much as ever. Liam feels the exact same way. Neither of them think he is capable of change, and they are acting as if he's the same person he was more than a year ago. And Taylor knows this about Brooke. She knows that Brooke hates him as much as ever, but Ridge doesn't know it. Ridge doesn't know it at all. Taylor even tried to tell Ridge that Brooke was not being honest with him. And what she meant by that was that he didn't understand how Brooke felt about their oldest son. But now, with Hope involved with Thomas, it's this chance for Taylor to weaponize Hope's feelings for Thomas to force Brooke's hands. If Taylor can rub Thomas and Hope's new relationship in Brooke's face in the right way and do it in front of Ridge, I bet she can get Brooke to blow up and spew a bunch of nastiness either at Thomas or about Thomas right in front of Ridge. I think she could scheme and do that. She's a psychiatrist. She should know evil mind games, you know? And whether you're Team Taylor or Team Brooke, I'm talking about what these ladies feel. And right now, Taylor definitely feels that Brooke reunited with Ridge under false pretenses. Remember when they came back from Italy, Taylor mocked Brooke for playing what she called her dusty destiny card in Rome to win him back while Taylor was nowhere around. And so I suspect that Taylor thinks it's okay to play a little dirty herself to expose Brooke's hatred for Thomas. And to be fair, it seems like Ridge has the right to know how Brooke feels about Thomas because they are talking about getting remarried. And that's something that Ridge has a real problem with. Brooke's been given a lot of forgiveness in her life and she's done a lot of bad things. And Thomas has changed. He's demonstrated that change. He's never given a reason to doubt that change, but she hates him. She hates him. She's known him his whole life. She was part of his upbringing because she was married to his dad on and off. She has watched him grow up as a child. And she just hates him. She thinks that he is a monster, obsessed with her daughter, ruining Hope's life, and should be run out of Forrester Creations, out of the family, and probably out of LA. And Hope Logan right now, whether Brooke likes it or not, and we know Brooke doesn't like it, has this huge crush on Thomas. She wasted no time getting his pants off, getting in bed with him, and she could actually easily become Taylor's unwitting ally in this plot against Brooke, because Hope, no doubt, will be happy to talk to someone and spend time with someone who approves of her relationship with Thomas and that she can talk to openly without getting judgment. That person is Taylor, and these allies are going to be few and far between, because think about it. Her mother, Liam, Steffy, the rest of the Logans, every single one of them will be against any kind of Thomas Hope romantic pairing and are going to criticize her anytime they have a chance. So, and what we're seeing, at least at the moment, is Hope is all in when it comes to pursuing whatever this thing is that she has with Thomas. She asked him if they can keep it private, that they've been intimate, and he agreed, but then her mom walks in and that's off the table. So very soon, everybody's going to know what Hope and Thomas have done. And if Brooke is part of spreading the word about that, she may come to regret it. It may come back to bite her in the backside. Why? I'm going to tell you in 1 second. But first, if you're enjoying this, please click a like on this video. And if you haven't subscribed to us already to keep up with your latest Bold and the Beautiful videos, please click that subscribe button too. All right. So why Brooke may regret spreading the word if she's the one who does it, and I have to think that she's going to, because her reaction is so visceral and so big. She's going to go vent to someone, maybe more than one someone's, and then word's going to spread. So with the secret out, Hope has absolutely no reason to hide her growing affection for and growing attraction to Thomas Forrester. And that is going to put an awareness of this whole situation in front of Taylor, and then Taylor may find a way to use it to her benefit. So in the end, if Taylor can use Hope and Thomas to aggravate Brooke into throwing a complete ugly fit of rage in front of Ridge about Thomas, that doesn't mean that Ridge is going to take Taylor back. However, if Ridge dumped Brooke, I think that would be enough for Taylor. I think she is petty enough to say, well, if I can't have him, but at least she doesn't have him, I can live with it. I can totally see her going that route. What you think?
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.